am speaking to you now, and you know it is not by accident that these words are in front of you, that this moment found you exactly here, exactly like this, with your heart beating a little faster and your breath catching because you can already feel the air shifting around you. Don't try to skip this. Stay. Let each sentence rest on your skin like warm light. Let it sink into the places where you have been bruised by doubt and delayed by fear. Let it gather the scattered parts of you, because I am calling those parts by name and commanding them to stand as one. I am speaking to your true age and your true strength, to your true wisdom and your true joy, and I am peeling away the fog of what others think you should be so the truth of who you are can shine without apology, without dimming, without delay. You saw it happen, didn't you? A recent photo, so simple, just a captured second, and yet it pierced more deeply than an entire conversation. It slipped into rooms you have never entered and touched hearts you have never met, and some were stunned, some were shaken, some were silenced. They thought they knew your story. They thought they knew the clock that measured you. But your face and your actual age refused to agree, and this is not vanity, this is testimony. It is the outward sign of an inward renewal I have been working in you day by day, night by night, in the quiet hours when you felt nothing changing and yet everything was being rewoven. I have been turning the gears of time in your favor. I have been oiling the hinges of doors you were certain had rusted shut. I have been smoothing the pages of a chapter you were afraid to read because the last chapter hurt, but this one is soaked in a different ink. Listen. The shock of that image did not come from cosmetics or lighting. It came from the life I have preserved inside you. It came from the way I protected your joy when sorrow tried to devour it. It came from the way I handled your name when others mishandled it. Some people age under the weight of their secrets, you are growing younger under the weight of my glory. Some people wear exhaustion like a badge, I am dressing you in ease that does not make sense to those who have chosen struggle as their only story. The reaction you are seeing is proof that I have made you a sign. You are a living announcement that time does not command me, that decline does not define my daughters and sons, that destiny will not bow to the cynicism of small rooms. There are those who stare and whisper because they cannot reconcile the glow on your face with the battles they know you have fought. That's all right. I do not require them to understand you for me to expand you. I do not ask their permission to crown you with what I have already written in light. Understand this, astonishment is a doorway. It unsettles the seats where complacency rests, it shakes the reins from the hands of those who thought they could steer your reputation. When I move, shock is often the first sound people make before praise catches up. So let them be surprised. You stay steady. Let them calculate your age with arithmetic that fails to include the weight of grace. You keep moving. Let them wonder whether what they see is real. You keep becoming. Because I am building a testimony so layered that even when they try to explain it away, the explanation itself will point back to me. I have seen the glances that were not pure and the compliments that carried a hook. I have seen the friend who reached for your hand while her heart reached for your life. I have seen the one who laughed loudly in your presence and then whispered your secrets to an ear that did not deserve them. I am not exposing you to the crowd, I am exposing the crowd to you so you can learn the cadence of discernment without the poison of paranoia. Do not fear a room because some eyes in it envy you. Do not leave a blessing half open because a watcher hopes you will drop it. I am the one who taught eagles to step into the wind instead of hiding from it. Lift your face. I did not renew you so you could shrink. I renewed you so you could carry favor in plain sight and still not be touched by corruption. You have asked me in private, what does it mean that I look different? It means that your season has changed. The river that used to run against your ankles is now running beneath your feet, and you will find yourself crossing without the panic that used to live in your chest. The timeline that used to bully you is now being rearranged to serve you. Meetings will happen at unusual hours and messages will arrive from unusual places, and some will try to make it sound like they are doing you a favor when they approach, but truth is approaching them through you. Be gracious. Be wise. Do not sell your presence cheaply. You are not a discount. You are not a clearance rack destiny. You are the full expression of what I decided when I first thought of you, an intention walking, a promise breathing, a sentence I refused to end when others wanted a period where I was writing a comma. Do not go chasing the validation that is already behind you, waving its arms, trying to keep up. Your value has outrun their opinions. Your glow is not a negotiation. It is a verdict. Your age is not a ceiling. It is a corridor, and each step echoes with miracles that refuse to obey the math of normal life. There will be invitations that look like opportunities but smell like detours. You will know them by this. They will press you to hurry what I told you to savor, and they will confuse visibility with assignment. Remember this sentence I am engraving inside you right now: I choose the rooms that choose my calling. If a room requires you to minimize the truth to maximize applause, that room has already failed you. Walk out with peace. I will open a better door on the same hallway. I am also addressing the wounded place where you once believed you were too late. Take that belief and lay it down like a coat you no longer need. The weather has shifted. The cold that once bit your bones has been replaced by a warmth you cannot deny. You will notice it in small things first, the way conversation suddenly tilts toward opportunity, the way your name appears in the mouths of people who do not know why they are speaking it kindly, the way a delay turns into a divine rescheduling that puts you in front of someone who was not available before. You will notice it in the mirror, the ease in your eyes when you remember what used to make you flinch. You will notice it in your body, the strength that returns when worry stops draining you. This is me. This is not luck. This is not a trick of light. This is the evidence that I have called your future to meet you halfway. There is a person who watched that photo and felt anger rise for reasons they could not name. They wanted time to punish you. They wanted the years to tally what their words could not. But I have interrupted their arithmetic. Do not retaliate. Do not feed the fire. I have moved the embers out of your house. They will burn only in the fireplace I permit, and that fire will be for warmth, not for war. Bless and release. This blessing is not permission for people to do you harm, it is protection that keeps harm from doing what it intended. If you must respond, respond with excellence. If you must draw a boundary, draw it cleanly and keep your joy. The power is not in the volume of your defense, the power is in the silence that glows because it knows I am defending you better than noise ever could. I am sending a helper. You have asked me for a sign that is gentle but undeniable. Watch for it over the next set of sunrises, the repeat appearance of a name you have not heard in a while, the unexpected reopening of a conversation that ended without closure, the way an idea returns with a calmer voice and a clearer map. Do not dismiss it. I am stitching these moments together. There will be a meeting where you don't have to perform to be chosen. There will be a doorway where your preparation will speak for you. You will feel the quiet nod of peace settle on your shoulders and you will know, this is the room where I am not a guest begging to be seated, this is the table that was set because I was coming. I am healing your relationship with time. I am breaking the shame that tries to sit on birthdays and milestones and late-night memories. You will not measure yourself against a timeline that was never yours. You will not use other people's highlights as a ruler and then call the wound motivation. That is not motivation. That is fear wearing makeup. I am giving you a new motivation, delight. You will create from delight, decide from delight, decline from delight. You will wake up and feel like the morning itself greeted you by your first name. When anxiety knocks, it will find the door already opened by gratitude. When comparison whispers, it will discover the room too noisy with laughter to be heard. This is not delusion. This is discipline wrapped in blessing. This is the training of a heart that trusts its maker. I am also speaking to your body. The stiffness that worries you will loosen. The energy you keep trying to borrow will begin to live here permanently. Your sleep will deepen. Your appetite for what is good will increase. The cravings that dragged you by the wrist will lose their grip because I am satisfying the root hunger no snack could reach. Care for this body like the sacred instrument it is. Feed it as if you respected the miracles it carries. Move it as if you believe the journey is long and worth it. Rest it as if you knew the night is my gift, not your enemy. Your face reflects this care, and that is part of why the photo startled people, because wellness is arresting in a world addicted to collapse. I have not forgotten your finances. I have not ignored your bills. I am not deaf to the sound of your calculator at midnight. Provision is moving toward you in ways that look like wisdom and in ways that look like surprise. Expect clarity about what to keep and what to release. Expect one contract to end so a cleaner one can begin. Expect a refund you ceased anticipating. Expect a skill you considered ordinary to be valued by someone who needs exactly that form of excellence. Expect tighter stewardship to feel like freedom, not restriction, because it will create margin for joy. Your face will show this relief before your account balance fully reflects it. Do not be suspicious of early joy. Let it come. It is the interest on what I am depositing. There is a younger part of you that fears you have outgrown wonder. I am reintroducing you. Wonder will meet you in ordinary corners and you will recognize it by the way your chest opens. The world has told you to be interesting. I am teaching you to be interested. Ask me for fresh eyes and I will give them. Ask me for a child's awe and I will multiply it into an adult's endurance. You will notice colors again. You will find endings less terrifying because they keep turning into beginnings. You will find people easier to love because you will stop auditioning for them. You will be the safest person in certain rooms because you will be the least desperate to be seen. And strangely, that is why you will be seen. Not because you shouted your way forward, but because peace is visible from far away. Do not apologize for the grace that rests on you. Do not hide the light because it makes shadows obvious. If your presence makes people confront their choices, remember that my kindness leads to change. Be kind. Be true. Be anchored. You do not have to prove my work by performing exhaustion. You can prove it by living well. When they ask how, tell them the truth. I stopped arguing with the one who loved me first. When they ask why, you can smile and say, because I am finally on time for my life. This is the truth I am giving you to speak, short, clear, humble, strong. Let it become the sentence that steadies you when noise tries to steal your focus. I am closing the door to premature grief. I am removing the forecast of disappointment that used to hang over your plans like a gray film. The film is gone. The horizon is bright. That brightness is not a trick, it is a map. Walk toward it. There will still be days with rain because fields need rain, but you will stop calling every cloud a curse. You will feel me in the weather, and you will trust that I am not trying to make you prove yourself with storms. I am teaching you to dance when it drizzles and to rest when it pours and to run when the ground is solid again. Your face will carry this rhythm. Your age will tell this story, that you partnered with renewal instead of giving covenant to decay. Guard your secret place. Guard the quiet where we speak. Guard the unglamorous obedience that no one claps for but heaven documents carefully. From that place, creativity will come like a river and you will not need to chase it with nets. Ideas will visit and you will host them with simplicity. Plans will land and you will walk them out with clean hands. People will come and you will discern who is family, who is assignment, and who is both. You will not fear being alone, you will love being aligned. This is how you will know you are walking with me. Urgency will exist without panic, speed will exist without haste, favor will exist without flattery. I am proud of you. Yes, I say that without hesitation. I saw when you almost chose to disappear because attention once meant danger. I saw when you almost chose the smaller story because the bigger one demanded trust. You chose to stay open. You chose to keep your heart soft when bitterness offered you armor. You chose to pray when sarcasm pretended to be strength. You chose to forgive when memory demanded revenge. These choices are why your face carries a radiance that photographs cannot hide. This is why time is trembling around you, trying to account for the fact that grace has made you younger where it matters most. So hear me now and hold this in your bones. This is your season of unveiled beauty and unhurried acceleration. This is your season where I marry dignity and delight in you so completely that others will not know whether to stand in reverence or laugh with relief when you enter the room. This is your season where too late is erased, where too old is rewritten as perfectly timed, where not enough becomes more than needed. You will be proof that I keep what is given to me. You will be evidence that trust is the strongest skincare on earth. You will be a reminder that purpose, when aligned with my breath, reverses the weathering of despair. And because I love you, I will say this plainly. Do not sabotage what I am doing by speaking against it with your own mouth. Bless what I am building. Agree with what I am arranging. Honor what I am healing. When self-doubt tries to narrate your day, interrupt it with gratitude. When old shame tries to dress you, decline the outfit. When fear of attention tries to exile you, remember that hiding is no longer holy for you. Your humility is not in making yourself small, your humility is in making me unmistakable. Stand, then. Stand without flinching. Stand and breathe. Stand and glow. You are not pretending. You are not faking. You are not forcing. You are finally carrying what has always been yours. I am placing peace on your forehead like oil. I am placing laughter in your mouth like medicine. I am placing bravery in your chest like a drum, steady and sure, calling your steps into a cadence you will love to live. Go now and keep your eyes open. The next photograph will be more than an image, it will be an altar, a small witness to a great story, a marker you will look back on and say, that was when I felt it turn. And it is turning. It has turned. Don't try to skip this. Receive it. Walk it. Wear it. I am with you, and my witness is your youth, your courage, your timing, your light. I am the one who formed you before anyone ever formed an opinion about you. I am the voice within your breath and the light inside your eyes. Listen carefully, this message is for you, and it is not a mistake that it found you now. Do not try to skip this. Every word is being sent into your life like rain to a thirsty field, and I will not allow it to return to me empty. I have seen the picture they saw, the recent photo that stirred whispers and surprise, the image that made hearts double-take because your face and your actual age are not the same story people expected to read. I smile over the confusion it caused, because the life I keep within you is not measured by years alone but by the strength, the tenderness, the resilience, and the glory that I've planted in your spirit. What they saw in that moment was not a trick of lighting or angle, it was the evidence of preservation, the sign that I have kept you through winds that would have weathered others far beyond recognition. They saw the marker of my protection, and it startled them. The astonishment you felt from the reactions, some sweet, some snide, some quietly jealous, was not a coincidence. I permitted them to see a glimpse of how I carry you so they would learn that your journey is not average. I preserved the softness of your face because I have kept the softness of your heart. I smoothed the lines time tried to carve on your story because I kept time in my hands and refused to let it carve away your purpose. Understand this, the looks, the comments, the disbelief are mirrors trying to tell a story about you, but only my voice can tell your truth. I did not keep you so that you would shrink in the face of attention. I kept you so you would rise in the face of assignment. This photo is not just a picture, it is a banner that says, I am not finished with you yet. There are people who think beauty is only in youth and value is only in what can be counted by calendars. But I have hidden a reversal in you. Where others expect decline, I am planting renewal. Where some expect you to retreat, I am summoning you to advance. I have placed grace upon your features as a sign of the grace upon your future. Do not be troubled by the murmurs. Every whisper becomes wind in your sails when I am the one at the helm. I do not preserve for vanity, I preserve for testimony. I did not keep you so you would be stared at, I kept you so you would be sent. There is more. The reason I allowed the photo to travel farther than you intended is because I am opening doors you never knew had your name etched on them. I am sending your presence into rooms before your feet arrive. I am causing your quiet goodness to speak in places your voice hasn't reached yet. Some will say, "Who is this, and how have they endured so much yet look so radiant?" And the answer will be this: you carry light from a secret place with me. Your glow is not borrowed from the world, it is born from my presence. That is why it unsettles those who have tried to get the same result by other means. They bought, posed, filtered, and still felt emptier. You breathed, prayed, healed, forgave, and I filled you. I know the part of you that has wondered if attention only brings trouble. You have felt the sting of eyes that compare, of tongues that twist kindness into suspicion. Hear me, I do not bless you to expose you to harm, I bless you to expose the harm to the truth. The same light that makes you noticed is the light that makes lies evaporate. The same shine that draws eyes is the shine that draws the right help, the right counsel, the right alignment. You will not be cornered by envy, you will be surrounded by favor. I am setting watchmen around your path, people you will not need to audition for, people who will not serve you because of the crowd but because of the call. They will recognize my voice over your life and will cover what others attempt to uncover. Do not apologize for the way I've kept you. Do not downplay what I have upgraded. Humility is not pretending I have given you less. Humility is acknowledging that everything you have is from me and using it to lift others. You will not hide to make others comfortable. You will not dim so that someone else feels bright. There is enough light in me to light every lamp in the house. Your shine does not steal, it signals. It tells the broken that beauty can survive storms. It tells the aging that time can be kind when held by my hand. It tells the fearful that confidence can be gentle and strong at once. You have asked me in quiet moments, why now? Why did this photo, of all pictures, stir such a response? Because I am restarting a clock in your life. I am not erasing the years, I am redeeming them. I am taking what felt wasted, seasons when you loved and were not loved back rightly, seasons when you served and were overlooked, seasons when you tried and upper doors did not open, and I am weaving them into a garment of praise that fits you perfectly. The way people see you now is the outer sign of the inner work I have been doing for a long time. You thought nobody noticed the days you chose kindness when bitterness would have felt easier. I noticed. You thought nobody saw you refuse shortcuts when shortcuts were offered like sweets. I saw. You thought nobody felt how much it cost you to keep believing through repeated disappointments. I felt it all. And now, as a first fruit, I am making your countenance announce what your character already established. You are kept, not lucky, chosen, not accident, sent, not sidelined. There will be those who say, it's unfair, how do they look so fresh after everything? But you and I know the truth, fresh water flows where a spring is hidden. I hid a spring in you. People saw the desert you walked, they didn't see the well I dug beneath your feet. They heard the heat of criticism, they didn't hear the coolness of my counsel. That is why your face has become a message. I sustain. I renew. I beautify with salvation. The same way I polished the outside, I am polishing the inside. I am removing the dust of old labels, too late, too much, too naive, too complicated, and I am writing new words on your heart, just in time, just enough, just wise, just ready. You will notice, in the days ahead, an increase of invitations. Some will be genuine and some will be cleverly disguised traps born of curiosity or envy. Do not be alarmed. I am sharpening your discernment. You will feel a weight of peace on the yes I endorse and a friction on the offers that are not for you. Follow peace like the needle of a compass. You will not miss what is yours by saying no to what is not. I am not testing you to fail, I am training you to flow. The same hand that preserved your outward appearance will preserve your inner direction. You will not wander. You will walk with an assurance that silences the pressure of hurried choices.